Good evening, people of the night. You're listening to the world's greatest DJ, amateur bowling champion, pinball wizard, and your best friend, Julian Orbit. Tonight we're discussing Mortal Kombat 2021. Yes, this is a movie review, not a free download. Sorry, guys. Directed by Simon McQuoid. Or is that McQuoid? McQuoid. In his first major film. Before this, he's best known for directing commercials on Australian television, believe it or not. Starring Louis Tan, best known for Fast and Furious 3, Tokyo Drift, my favorite in the entire series, by the way. He's also known for The Hangover 3 and Deadpool 2. And I believe I don't remember the name of his character. We'll get into that. Also starring Jessica McNamee, or McNamee, I'm trying to say that right, known for Chips 2017 and The Meg 2018. So make sure to check those out as well, especially The Meg if you like giant sharks. So sit back, relax, hang on, and hold tight because we are the night. And joining us tonight, malt liquor connoisseur, footwork aficionado, dance battle champion of Northern Alberta, and two-time champion of the Strawberry Run in Sunshine Village. My friend, your friend, Tronicization.
Here we go.
Survive.
Howdy.
Hey, how's it going, man?
Well, I think we've reviewed the Meg before, so
I don't think we have.
I thought we did.
We were talking about the comic book one time when we were on the podcast having a few too many diet sodas. You know what I mean?
I knew I recognized her.
Yes. Yeah. I don't think she's actually blonde, though, right?
I don't know.
I think she's a redhead. Australian, though.
Check the carpets? I don't know.
Do the carpets match the drapes? Someday we'll find out.
Until then,
we are the night. And also joining us tonight, back from the dead, Canada's greatest game streamer, death metal bassist, champion of darkness, superstar cartooner. Can you guess who it is? Anyone? It's Lord Betos.
Whoa!
Good evening. How's it going, man?
Great. Thanks for having me back. It's great to be here. How's everybody doing?
I have a question for you, man.
Okay.
I do believe. Well, I guess maybe it's not quite a question, but you have an announcement, don't you, about your own channel? Let's hear it. Tell everyone what's going on.
If I could have, I kind of wanted to reserve that, but
yeah, I wreck everything. Come on.
But supposedly, if everything goes on schedule the way it's supposed to go, then officially Lord Beto's gaming channel will be revived from the old when I started streaming off my Xbox, getting a little bit more of a better rig to put together and some better ideas. And so Lord Beto's Gaming, I want to launch it May 16th this month. Hopefully I don't have to push it back, but
well, I'm looking forward to that. That's going to be fun. And are you going to be competing for the Baloney Cup?
Yeah, why not? Why not?
Let's do it.
Just why not?
Let's do it, buddy.
There's no reason why you shouldn't.
I know, right? Everyone deserves a crack at the cup. So if you guys don't know the rules, this will be on my show, Games Corner. All you have to do is beat a game, and you have to do it live. It doesn't matter what the game is. You get 5 points for that. If you don't die, that's another point. No deaths. No continues, another point. If you cheat in any type of way, done. No glitches, that's another point. So it's up to you. You can get a total of 10 points per game. So whoever comes out ending the most games, doing it live, will win the Baloney Cup. It's a gold cup. It's actually, you can Google it. It's called the Baloney Cup. So make sure to check that out, guys. So let's get into it. Mortal Kombat.
Did you guys see the little war that was going on behind me?
Yeah. What's happening?
Kid versus cat.
Kid versus cat. Oh my god.
Cat wins every time.
Cat runs every time.
Scared?
She swatted at him once. Didn't end well for her.
Poor cat.
I keep telling her, run away. Don't swat him.
Just run away. Don't mind me. I was looking at a restream. So, if you're listening on AM 430, thanks for tuning in, especially our good trucker friend. We miss you. Sorry about the delay, guys. I was, they tried to make me go to rehab. I said no, and the police said, too bad, you got to go. So, we're back, though. Anyone else, or am I just going to be the dancing
you're on your
monkey
own.
tonight? Oh, yeah, I'm on my own. Yeah.
I'm here to do two things. Drink beer and review movies. Looks like we're almost out of movies.
We have a lot of movies to talk about. Whew. Let's get into it. What about you, Betos? Anything else, or just chilling out?
What about Betos?
What about Betos? How have you been
Well,
since you?
That should be a new segment.
What about Betos? Well, say hi to everyone over on Twitch. Thanks for watching, guys. Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Oh my gosh, hang on a sec. That's there we go. That was messing me up. Sorry about that. Yeah, what about Betos? Well, I've been on sort of a work leave. I've been relaxing and recharging the batteries and working out my own mental demons over the past few weeks. And
those demons there.
hey, they build up over
everyone.
They build up over the year, and it's good to take a rest. Aside from working on the launch for Lord Betos Gaming, other talks about some music stuff with our friend James. I'm looking forward to the future for that. Also, I don't know if I want to save it for your gaming segment if you have it, but
not tonight. We're going to talk about that movie soon.
Okay, well, I'll let it be known. I've been spending more time playing Mega Man original series, not original series, just Mega Man series in general, X series. I recently just beat Mega Man 8, 10, 11, X 1, 2, 3, 4, and I'm just starting 5 now. So
yeah, I saw you playing 4 last night, right?
Yeah, I'm just getting some practice in so that when I throw it up live, shouldn't have said that, but
he's gonna end X4 live. You guys better tune into that.
X4, X3, X2, X1.
I hate X4. That's a
X3 was the worst. That was the worst. When I beat that, my shirt was covered in sweat. I needed to go for a shower and change after. It was just brutal. It was the most brutal game of the series so far.
And thanks, James. We can't see those here, so that's what shows up. But we appreciate everything you have to say. It's lovely.
We love you, man.
Yeah, we do. Yes, we do. What a night. What a night.
We love all our viewers,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I missed everybody. Whew.
Been,
too long for this guy.
I only have one game I have to beat to win the Baloney Cup.
What's that,
Rockin' Cats.
Rockin' Cats? What's that?
If I beat Rockin' Cats, I win.
Actually, I have like a vague idea of what he's talking about.
It's for, I believe, regular Nintendo, and it is stupid hard.
Hey, buddy.
Well,
Thanks
As
for
far as stupid hard, get in line.
Mm. Well, I'll end a Mega Man game, one of the harder ones, that's for sure.
I'm ending them all. So
I
I
love
could
that.
I could end
So-
Metroid 1.
so far, I'm on a really good streak, man. Really, really good.
Yeah, I've noticed. He's been updating me, guys. Sending me messages. I'm like, uh-oh.
Cat and box, cat and box, cat and box, cat and box, cat and box.
Hmm.
ATM, poop, cow.
Thanks for the
Thanks.
artwork, James. That was great.
Yeah, we appreciate it. Okay. Let's get into it. Let's get into Mortal Kombat.
Let's do it.
Boom. So
What a great logo. That version of the logo was really good.
oh, the new one? Yeah.
Yeah, I really liked it.
I can actually bring that up. I believe it's this picture. There we go.
Yeah,
Yeah.
a lot sharper.
Yeah. So we start off with I had her name. It's gone. She's been in a couple films. But it's essentially the story of Hanzo Hasashi. And this is something I wanted to talk to you about, Betos, because isn't this in that independent like fan film? And is that the
Well-
same actor? Or like am I just like way off base?
No, it's not the same actor, but all the same names and the same date, same location. Everything is canon to. Basically, this is based on the comic books. When Mortal Kombat first came out,
Mm-hmm.
it was so popular, and they had just like little write-ups of each character
Okay.
in the arcade, and everybody demanded that they wanted to know more. And so what they did was they put out a short comic series, and that
Mhm.
kickstarted this whole backstory with the
Right.
main characters at least. But this is totally accurate. This is there's a few different interpretations of it, but as
Mhm.
far as this movie goes, and especially that fan made one, was very accurate.
I couldn't tell the difference between that and this, and
Yeah, they're
maybe that
very
says
close.
something about the director for this. Because I mean, he's never done a movie before. This was his first movie. He just does television commercials, so it's like, whoa,
Wow,
really?
yeah.
Like, oof.
Well,
I don't know what kind of Weinstein meeting you had to get that deal, buddy, but whoa,
high five, man.
yeah, you did good too.
Yeah,
So,
real good.
cinematography in this film, the shots are absolutely amazing. I absolutely loved it.
I agree.
So yeah, is that Hanzo there? I think it is. It's on his arm.
And
Yep.
that is actually that's actually canon as well. The mark.
The mark, is it really?
Yeah.
I had absolutely no idea, man. So I'm a little bit of an outsider, to tell you the truth.
If you look at all the old artwork, the
Mm-hmm.
concept art, every character had a tattoo.
No idea. I know I'm more into the game. I know it was made by Midway, right? And it started with their motion capture for the game Narc, and then this comes from that, like that team over at Midway. Who owns it now? And I know Midway's long gone, right? But
I don't know. I'd have to look it up. Tell you the truth. I believe Ed Boon, which is the sole brain. He's basically the Stan Lee of this whole story.
the whole series. Okay.
He holds on to all the rights, all the likenesses, can you imagine how rich that guy is? Holy moly.
Well, there's a lot of games.
Oh yeah.
Like there's no short,
There's a lot of everything, man. Like, do you remember the back in the day they had Street Fighter and they had Mortal Kombat, like G.I. Joe characters that were like super duper close to a G.I. Joe character, but really detailed. And like, man, I mean, I wish I had saved a couple of those from the day.
for sure.
I would have been a wealthy man today,
All right, so this is Sub-Zero, and he's Japanese? No, he's Chinese.
He's
Japanese.
Chinese, yeah.
Okay.
He's speaking in Japanese to them, though.
Yeah, because I mean, he's been fighting with the rival Japanese clan for
Hundreds of years or something.
Okay.
yeah, like they've been in and out of dimensions fighting each other for like 1,000 years.
Yeah. See, I'm glad you're here for this because you know more about this than me. And yeah, he drops his bucket. Look at that shot. This is why I took this. Like for me, this type of it's an intimate shot.
Yeah,
It conveys trouble. Like this guy, man, you did
it
good.
makes you panic.
Yeah, exactly. Sound design is really good in this too, and this is what he comes back to. I
just
felt
about
bad.
cried.
Mm-hmm.
I just about cried. I had to pause the movie and take a break at this point.
I didn't, dude. The thing is, I didn't know Sub-Zero was a bad guy.
Yeah.
Of course he is.
What? No.
No, he never was.
I had no idea. Like he was one of my favorite characters to play. Him and Reptile, and Scorpion too. Get over here. It's like that. That's fun. That was fun stuff.
Of course.
I always liked the bicycle kick.
Liu Kang.
Yeah.
All right. So he gets in his little scrap here with Sub-Zero.
Or the Lin Kuei.
Right when he tied that to the rope, I'm like, oh,
right there. Yeah. I'm like, so that
we got Scorpion.
he's Scorpion. Okay.
Well, the kunai belonged to his wife. It's symbolic.
Oh, that's also a gardening tool.
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah.
I know that nunchucks are used for corn or something, right?
It's just a trowel.
Interesting stuff, but yeah, he starts very cool. Like Scorpion. They get in a good scrap, and this could have been the thumbnail. I mean, every image could have been the thumbnail tonight, but
This battle was pretty even too.
mm-hmm.
It was going pretty good.
Until someone cheated and used superpowers.
Yeah. Bad guy. Yeah, he just gets him. And he goes crawling towards his family. But what is this about? Can someone explain this? Does he go to hell? Like,
Well, the idea with the with Scorpion is that so the reason the reason for his death was wrong, right? Like he didn't die, in a positive way. Like he didn't this was a tragedy.
Mm-hmm.
And in the world of Mortal Kombat, if you die like that, you get sent to the Nether Realm as like a unfinished spirit.
Okay.
And down in the Nether Realm where Scorpion goes, he has so much seething anger that he learns how to control his surroundings and open up the portals back to the Earth Realm. He becomes a specter.
Yeah, I remember in the one finishing move, he pulls his hood off and he's got like a skeleton head or something.
Yeah, he's not even he's dead. He's not even a zombie. He's a spirit.
Oh, okay. See, I need this explained, man. Like I was a Street Fighter guy, and like I know that's pretty lame to say or whatever, but like why didn't you just play both games? But I want to be
Street Fighter is really good too. So I mean that's not lame.
No,
I did pick up the new Street Fighter for Xbox, but I never bought the new Mortal Kombat. But looking at it, you can get Mortal Kombat 11 Ultimate, $50.
Whoa, really?
And it works for Series X or Xbox One.
Oh, I might just be picking that up then.
And that gives you 2 Mortal Kombat games plus some expansion packs or some combat packs.
Right on. Well,
both games are really good, by the way.
Yeah, it gives you the Aftermath expansion to Mortal Kombat base game, 11 base game.
Yeah.
This is such a good discussion because we can talk about games as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, how can you go wrong?
I was saying if they knocked it out of the park like this for Street Fighter, man, oh wow.
Yeah.
That
Well,
would be awesome.
I think they did knock it out of the park, in my opinion.
They pretty much did. There's some
Kylie
things that-
Minogue.
there's some things that are wrong with it, but there's like also some things wrong with this movie too.
So with this scene here, though, when he burnt up, I knew it was because when he looked at the guy, he said, "Remember this face."
Yeah, the elder gods gave him another chance as a specter. Basically, that's what's going on.
And we have a comment from a friend of ours who's in Iceland right now. I don't even know what time it is. Was it 4 a.m?
What's like?
Oops, well, wrong person. There we go. Kylie. That's right. Kylie Minogue, Street Fighter.
Whoa, was that Julia? Hey.
Ooh. Hey. And James says, fun fact, Julian is awful at Mortal Kombat 3. Yes, I am. But you don't have to be good at Mortal Kombat. And we will talk about that later on because they addressed it in the movie. And I respected that a lot.
I will say that most people I meet are terrible at Mortal Kombat.
I used to be good, but then I started playing lots of Street Fighter.
Most people I meet are terrible at that one too.
Well, I could use all my supers and everything with those. It's just like flick, boom, gone.
So what did you think of Raiden?
Wicked, perfect.
Really? You don't miss Christopher Lambert?
I'm glad it wasn't a headless white dude.
Or a guy wearing a robe with no hat and speaks with an English accent, and
he's French.
Or what was the guy? What was the guy that played Raiden in MK3 the movie? He was just like this British guy.
I have no idea. I never.
Oh
I
no,
saw
he.
the first
You
one.
guys remember the Highlander TV show?
Mm-hmm.
Or whatever. He was in a couple of those episodes. And
Christopher Lambert. He was in Highlander the movie.
There you go.
Yeah, he's in 3 of them. I think.
Yep.
Nothing gets past everyone's favorite DJ. That's for sure.
That's why I called him the headless white guy.
Yeah, and he's French. I think. I know he's not. That movie makes no sense, Highlander, because he's supposed to be Scottish, right? And then they got Sean Connery there as the Spaniard, but Sean Connery's Scottish and he's French, and the accents is just. I love Highlander, the first movie. It's awesome, but I mean, it's all over the place with that. Like, it's just real bad. The Corgan's the best.
Yeah.
When he's harassing the nuns. Oh, that's awesome. Anyhow, I think, this is obviously a better Raiden, but
way
gotta miss Christopher Lambert a little bit. And so Raiden picks up what's that called again, guys?
A kunai. That's a kunai.
Kunai. To me, it's the weapon in Shinobi.
Just look at that. That is exactly. I mean, growing up as a kid, playing all these games, and that's exactly what you think in your head. What it would really look like if Raiden was real.
One thing I preferred though is the actual straw hat.
They do that in the fan version,
because that's a lot of metal to be wearing on your head on like a little headband.
That might be kind of heavy, huh?
Well, he is a god.
True
that.
All right, getting some more viewers here. Hello to everybody over on TrueVoo. It's good to see you.
Spasiba za Dorbaden.
And we're getting game tips. High punch, low punch, low kick, high kick, back, and high kick. Well, is that
that doesn't make sense?
I don't know. It might be a finishing move.
It might be a new dance movie's coming up with.
Keep on dancing. Right on.
Right on, James.
Love you, man. Apparently, it's a Sub-Zero combo.
Oh, for Mortal Kombat 3. Thanks.
All right. Right on.
I didn't play a Sub-Zero that much. Out of those two, I chose Scorpion more because I like being able to do the stab thing.
So what's I don't understand what's going on. Can someone explain this to me? What's happening here?
He's
So-
kidnapping a little baby.
Technically, yeah. Well, adopting the child.
And taking it to safety because the whole clan was wiped out.
Yes. Is it
Yeah,
canon?
but
Is it
I have,
canon?
I have no idea. Is it?
Yes, it is. But as far as the movie goes, they take a liberty and they create a new character with that child. Spoiler alert. But in the
Okay.
yeah, I mean that baby becomes a character in the canon too, just not what you see in the film.
I just don't.
Well, in the film, this character doesn't. The baby doesn't exist,
But
right?
In the canon or
No,
in the film?
in this movie.
Yeah,
but-
it exists the whole time.
who is the baby?
It's the new character that mixed martial artist guy.
No, this is a baby girl in 1661. That guy's in like the 2000s. So he's a ancestor of this little girl.
I might have mixed it up, but in the movie they state that fighter that MMA guy is the descendant of Scorpion. They don't
Yeah.
explain how. I just assume
Oh.
that Raiden.
In the first scene, the little boy says, "Can I go check on my sister?"
Yeah,
So this is
dance. Thank you, Julia.
Yeah, thanks.
this is a little girl from 1661, and they're in like the 2000s with I didn't even catch his name in the movie.
So
We'll get to it.
he's a descendant of that child, or in
Yeah.
some way.
Yeah.
They didn't really touch base on not that I
Same
can
same bloodline.
So this guy.
Yeah, he's the
Yeah.
same bloodline as that little baby.
And what character is he? Because he's not in the Mortal Kombats that I have. Like,
He's not canon. They took liberties and they made their own character, which is fine.
okay. Mm-hmm.
Which is fine. New characters in the story, or they're always welcome.
Well, yeah, we always need new characters for Mortal Kombat. So he's an MMA guy, and he kind of sucks. Loses every match, and
He used to be a champion.
He's basically Glass Joe from Punch Out.
that's perfect. That's funny. So yeah, there's Sub-Zero.
Which looks fantastic, by the way.
I gotta admit, yeah, that
Oh my! Look at that.
Look at the eyes. What they did with the eyes on it too.
just everything. He looks evil. Like I thought he was a good guy. I don't get it.
Although I did get a little bit of Shredder vibe with the mask.
I'll agree with that. Absolutely. So
Yeah, but Shredder was cool anyway. So
True.
Shredder is Uncle Phil. Never forget that.
I takes the mask off and it's Uncle Phil.
But the voice was Avery Brooks. It's Uncle Phil from The Fresh Prince. No joke.
No way! I didn't know that.
Yeah, that's who Shredder was.
Right on. That's your fact of the week, everyone. Thank you, everybody's favorite DJ.
You heard it here first.
So his daughter makes him a friendship bracelet. It's a cute scene.
It's supposed to make him stronger.
Right.
It's a strength bond.
It's not a friendship bracelet, by the way.
What was it?
It's for strength.
It's like a Chinese weaving bracelet. They have string and beads and stuff they put into it. Want to see?
Oh, yes.
Yeah, they have all kinds of that.
Like, oh, yes.
Yeah, right on. Hey, that's so
Oh, no,
cool.
no. I have two.
That's so cool.
This one's got a golden black dragon.
So what does that one represent?
Prosperity.
And
Nice.
the other-
And this one's just a necklace with my gold ring that I can't wear because it'll rip my finger off.
While you're working.
Yeah, so I have silicone rings to wear on my finger, and my gold band is on a necklace now.
oh, that's so cool, man. Thanks for sharing.
Wow.
And that was my wife that made those.
All right on. So,
High fives.
someone explain this character, please.
This
Jax.
is Jax.
He's the leader of a biker gang that can drive around shooting at people and never get in trouble.
Is that who he is?
Oh, sorry, wrong Jax.
Well, Jax is he first debuted in Mortal Kombat 2.
As a boxer, though, right?
Is he Mortal Kombat 2? I thought he was 3 or something.
Mortal Kombat 2, he debuted, and he's Sonia's partner. He's a secret agent, special forces, just like
Right.
Sonia is.
But
That's
he's
her-
a boxer.
That's her. No, he was he's military trained. So I imagine he might have golden gloves. I mean, Julian, what do you know about that? I mean, the
Mhm.
military, they train boxing, don't they?
Oh, yeah.
Oh
They
yeah.
actually box within the different, like, Army versus Marines and stuff like
Different
that, right?
cores. Yep.
So for
do.
the sake of argument, and because he's special forces, maybe he's got golden gloves.
I can't remember what it's called. There's another name for it.
But he basically served as like a recon type of guy.
Okay. Now we got people dropping off. Come back. Right on. Jax.
Maybe they haven't seen the movie yet.
Oh, yeah, guys, we're gonna spoil the crap out of this. So yeah, looks like he's got the tattoo as well.
So do I.
Cool.
I'm the
So-
chosen one.
So this scene here,
Yeah, get into it. Tell us, man.
this scene here surprised me like crazy, man. Like when Sub-Zero comes in and waves his arms in the air,
Mm-hmm.
and it makes it like it looks innocent. You know it's snowing, but it's not supposed to snow in like January or whatever the month was. I don't
March
know.
or something.
July.
Yeah, it was July or whatever. So it starts snowing, and then he turns the snowflakes into huge hail the size of basketballs, and he
Oh.
just throws his arms forward, and it's just like a crazy hailstorm, demolishing buildings, wrecking cars. I was just like,
That's what's going on.
holy moly. I watched that over like 4 times. I was like, man, that is brutal.
I like just to say, I like your mic. You're sounding real good tonight.
Yeah, thanks a lot.
And
Thanks a lot.
Moving along. So I can't get enough of this. The headshots of this guy. He's evil.
He
He's
looks so
Sub-Zero.
good.
And that was the character that I got really good at in the first game, in the arcade as well as at home.
Amazing.
I will say the Super Nintendo version of the game sucks. It's the worst one you can play. The Sega Genesis was premier, and you could get that's when the 6-button controller was out. Didn't really need it for Mortal Kombat, but
You know what I found ruined these games?
who's that?
Trying to use the thumb joysticks to do the moves instead of having the D-pad button.
Oh, like on the newer ones, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I've got.
D-pad's way better for it.
I have Mortal Kombat like versus DC or whatever. So you can like fight Superman. That's the last one that I bought. It's a good game. I had a lot of fun with that.
Yeah, it is good.
Moving along. So yeah, there's Sub-Zero. He's attacking our good friend here, Jax.
I loved it when he he points his firearm point blank, and Sub-Zero just grabs it, and like starts freezing it. And he pulls the trigger, and the spray of the shot comes out of the barrel and freezes instantly right in front of Sub-Zero's face.
Yeah, that was cool. So cool. I didn't want to take too many spoiler shots. Like, I mean, you guys can watch the review and then watch a movie, and we're not really going to destroy it for you as badly as some of the ones we do. Because when I like something, I want everyone else to enjoy it as well. So, who is she again?
This is supposed to be Melina, and this background is supposed to be Outworld.
It's obviously like,
California.
yeah, it's the desert. It's the Mojave. it's very
actually-
Star Trek looking, you know.
This is Melina, and this is Nevada.
Mhm. I gotta say, I really liked her in this. My mouse is hovering over Y. Very, very good looking for a demon.
Well, she's not a demon. She's a Tarkatan. They're a race in the Outworld universe.
Okay, I wanted to know more about her. Like we didn't get enough.
I'm gonna say something about her a little later into the review. Something I was hoping.
Okay. Moving along. Why would I take that picture? Who knows? Alcoholism. Oh yeah, he meets Sonia Blade.
Awesome Sonya Blade.
Mm-hmm.
By
She
the way.
really hasn't done a lot, but from what when I was making the thumbnail today, what I noticed is that she looks closer to the original character, like from the game, than the one in the previous movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But she was also a good Sonya.
Mm-hmm.
But
Oh.
I mean, I really appreciate what they did here.
Oh, absolutely. But she does look closer to the video game than the other one. But the other one was in Billy Elliot with Adam Sandler wearing that lingerie, so I don't know.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they're both easy to look at.
exactly. Moving along. No idea why I took that shot.
I know.
I don't know. I don't know what's going on. Okay,
MMA lightweight champion.
that's right. So they've been kind of following that guy's career, and we meet Kano.
Wicked.
What can you tell us about Kano?
Well, he's the leader of a ragtag mercenary group, which is sort of like Blackwater. Pretty
Black
close to that.
Dragons.
The Black Dragon group.
Okay,
I can tell you one thing about him.
what's that?
The wife loved this character, thought he was hilarious.
I did too, and I was kind of. We'll get into it, but
He's supposed to be
I-
funny. He's supposed to be kind of slapstick funny,
right.
but like he's really gritty. Like he travels around in a Winnebago in the original comic.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's pretty funny.
That was his dream, to complete his contract and get a new Winnebago.
I dig it.
I'm glad we have Betos with us tonight. That's for sure.
Yeah, the lore master here.
Killing it, dude.
I can't help it, man. I grew up with this stuff. I love it.
So this is Reptile, and I didn't like that. I
Well,
just wanted to.
That's what Reptile is, though. He's a
Is he?
shapeshifter. Yeah.
Oh.
He's a shapeshifter. He makes
I just-
himself he makes himself appear as a human at first because if you do see him, or if he doesn't reveal himself to you, he doesn't want you to know that he's reptilian.
Oh, so that's what's going on with Reptile.
So he'll appear to you as a humanoid and like, beat you in combat, and then come after you again as a reptile, and you don't know it's the same person, right?
Oh, okay. So, yeah, I just remember in the first. Was it the first one? You could unlock him, and he's just a palette swap, right? Like he's
Yeah, that's correct.
yeah, he's just Sub-Zero and he's green.
Yep.
Okay, learning. Glad you're here. More Reptile. He had a very Godzilla-like appearance. That's why I took this one.
That's exactly what he should look like.
Nice. And yeah, Kano.
Kano's so cool, man.
Fatality.
Yeah,
that's the original fatality that they gave him in the first game too.
That's what I named this picture, Fatality. I'm like, oh my god, like they have a fatality. That's great. I there's so much that I really appreciate about this film. And there's a few things that I don't like, but whatever. It doesn't have to be up to my standards of movies.
Well, he should have had his, in my opinion, if everybody knows what Kano actually looks like, he should have his skin grafted plate.
Yeah, on his face.
I was gonna say, didn't he have like a mechanical like skin graft eye thing going on?
He did, but that's
I thought he was
because
bald.
But that's because Reptile spit in his face and burnt half of it off.
Oh, what?
In this, they just scratched his face by Reptile.
In this one, he just scratched it. Yeah.
Oh my god. So
so
this is
close,
getting good,
just a
guys.
little bit off.
I'm learning every minute here. And you can learn too, so make sure to hit subscribe. Because if you don't, I don't know. I'm never going to stop doing my show. So
You'll go to sleep and all you'll see is Kano's ugly mug.
I love this part with the garden gnome.
Uh, Foreshadowing.
It was kind of gross, but
It was funny. And just
Oh.
these are cinematography
No,
shots.
Linlin asked if she spit his tooth out. I'm like, no, he didn't spit his tooth out.
But
what
yeah,
he's
just
supposed to do is
beautiful
light a
shot.
cigar and then eat the lit wooden match and then spit it out.
Just excellent shots. The lens they're using there, I actually own the same lens. I know, and here I am on a webcam. I'm like, what am I doing? But absolutely beautiful. You get that bokeh effect. This is would be equivalent to a 28 millimeter on a 4/3, by the way, if you guys want to recreate that with your own equipment. Except this would be an anamorphic lens. Just letting you know. Beautiful shots. Liu Kang shows
Yep.
up. Now, what did you think of this Liu Kang?
Perfect.
Really?
Exactly what Liu Kang should be like.
I thought the old one was a little bit more, but
The old one was good too, but the attitude that they had it's what's key.
But the face from the other movies, Liu Kang, I think was closer to the video game.
So
Yeah.
the problem I have with Liu Kang and pop culture is that they try to make Liu Kang look too much like Bruce Lee, and originally, that's what Ed Boon had in mind when he created Liu Kang, was supposed to be like Bruce Lee, and the idea of the game came from Enter the Dragon.
Oh, okay.
I'll be listening, but I'll be right back.
So
basically, I don't like the idea of Bruce Lee in Mortal Kombat. Have Liu Kang as Liu Kang.
well,
you don't want Bruce Kang in Mortal Kombat.
You don't want what's his name in Street Fighter? Shenlong or Super Street Fighter? I mean, they had like
yeah. There's another one, Fei Long.
Fei Long, yeah. He just is Bruce Lee. Like
the backstory for him is that he's a movie star that gets double crossed and wants to go to the tournament to prove to everyone that he's a real fighter.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's great. That's really great. There's nothing like movies based on video games. What a great Saturday night. Thanks for joining us, everybody. Make sure to hit subscribe.
Hit that bell. Hit notifications. Make sure to give a like, comment.
If you enjoy our content, just don't miss out.
It totally
Sit
helps.
back, relax, have a drink. We'll talk about movies with you. Why not? And what else are you going to do?
I'll even share how to have hot pot at home.
Nice. You should do that. And so in this shot here, I don't know where this is, but this is like, it reminded me of Indiana Jones. So that's why I named it. Last Crusade looking shot is what.
So this is still on Earth.
Mm-hmm.
But this is the Raiden's temple.
Ooh. Okay.
Raiden is one of the... So in the world of Mortal Kombat, they have a monotheistic type of idealism where there's multiple gods that govern different things that run the planet.
Mm-hmm.
Wind. There's Fujin is a Mortal Kombat character, but he's the god of wind, is the brother of Raiden.
Oh.
And...
what game did he appear in?
He came Mortal Kombat 3. I believe so.
Oh, okay.
I believe it was 3 because, that's when they introduced like Sindel and the female version of Goro.
I remember that because there was memes of female Goro.
Which one was Goro?
The one with like 6 arms or whatever.
Oh.
4 arms, yeah. Goro.
Yeah, but that's just his sister or something.
Yeah, she was the princess of the Tarkatans, as he is the prince.
Insanity. I love learning new things, especially about...
Didn't her name start with an S?
Well, there's Sindel, and then I can't remember what her name was, but Sindel was the wife of Shao Kahn. She's the queen of Outworld.
Shiva.
Oh my God, you guys.
Oh, yeah, Shiva. Yeah, it was Shiva.
Killing it with the Mortal Kombat lore on We Are the Night. So it's
Don't
a
you like
jack.
the red flashing light behind me?
Yes,
Love it.
you got it pulsating. I could have added even more lights. I just didn't have time tonight.
I went with just the pulsating red for Mortal Kombat. It's the theme.
Gives me a sense of
Mortal
panic.
Kombat. Ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba.
Round 1. Fight.
And yeah, there's Jax, and he's the monks there. They're working on him, trying to heal him up. There's good old Raiden, looking sharp.
Looking sharp and just does not like anybody except Liu
Sharp
Kang.
and short.
It's like, all you guys are not good enough. Go away.
Yeah, you suck. Get out. Liu Kang with the fireball. That was very cool.
I do have one thing about the selection of Earth champions.
They kind of suck.
How are we going to win when there's not a single Irishman?
Isn't that what Kano is?
Well, Kano is Australian.
They're all Australian. This is an Australian movie. That's the funny part.
But Kano was supposed to be Australian.
He rocks. He's probably my favorite character, other than Sub-Zero, except he's evil now. And
Now, this guy here, which is he's playing now. I can't remember his name, but he played in The Dark Knight as the gangster that hid all the money.
right.
And he flew to China, and Batman had to go use a skyhook to capture him.
Mhm.
That's him, but I don't know his name.
I didn't have time. I only looked up like 4 actors and got it in there. This is very impromptu, guys.
But that's who he is. I mean, he did a good job.
He killed it. Definitely. I really enjoyed him. What's his character's name?
It's Shang Tsung, but at this point, he's not
Shang-
supposed to look super old.
Chin Han
Chin Han.
is his real life name.
Oh,
Is it?
Yeah.
Well, there you go.
get the hiccups here. So that's from Reptile on his face, correct?
Yep.
hmm
Okay.
That should have been an acid spit.
Okay. We're learning. We're getting through this, guys. I mean, they got to change the. Yeah, you know what I'm taking shots of there. Sick old man. So yeah. Jeez, Julian.
This looks
Man.
so good. Look at Kung Lao, man. Come
See,
on.
yeah, dude. What game? He's in part 3, right?
He debuted in part 2.
Is it another one in part 2?
He debuted in part 2, and then they came out for the Xbox One, a game called Shaolin Monks, where they explain his backstory. The only 2 characters you could be is Liu Kang or Kung Lao.
Really? I want to play
Yeah.
that game. Yeah,
It's
he's
wicked.
cool. I
Yeah.
remember my one friend in high school, he always played as that guy and just like decimated me unless I did The Secret.
Ooh.
Well, everyone knows The Secret to Mortal Kombat. So yeah, this guy is looking ripped. I couldn't believe that.
Yeah,
From
that's
Fast and Furious to this, eh? Like, oof.
Liu Kang, man. Well, hey, those
No.
Hollywood diets.
Hey,
they'll-
one
they'll
put
do
me in the
wonders.
hospital. Yeah, that was fun.
That's what I bet you he just got out of the hospital and came to do shooting that day.
Yeah, I gotta tell you guys, they say for keto, 25 grams of carbs a day, right? Well, if you go 0 carbs a day, you end up in the hospital. So here it is, right here. The secret to every Mortal Kombat game on at least Super Nintendo. What's he doing?
Leg
Well,
sweep.
technically, that's a leg sweep. Yeah, every character can do it.
Yeah, but you
You-
grab
no.
Liu Kang, you sit in the corner, and you just leg sweep, and you can
Keep
beat the
pressing
whole
back
game.
and leg sweep as you keep pressing back.
Yeah, you can beat the entire game that way.
I always
which is
did-
so
I always
I
did
know.
standing fireball, crouching fireball, standing fireball, crouching fireball, standing fireball, crouching fireball.
I know someone that plays games with a leg sweep technique. It's super.
James
I
Logan,
know. I know who he's talking about.
that's how he plays Street Fighter.
Yes, he does.
That's how this other guy plays Street Fighter too.
Mm-hmm.
Leg sweep,
But
leg
it's,
sweep,
it's
leg
not a
sweep,
leg sweep. It's
uppercut.
like a low kick, and it's like.
Yeah, like low kick, uppercut.
But when
Low
he's
kick,
not
low kick,
kicking,
uppercut.
he's pressing back into the corner, so it's block, and low kick, right? So it's like,
Yeah, until I fought him in Street Fighter and decimated him in 2 seconds. And chomp, moving along. But I thought that was cool that they had that in there because in the original, the very first game, Liu Kang, press back, leg sweep, you can end the whole game that way. It's super cheap and annoying. And, I was actually happy when part 2 came out because it wasn't so bad like that.
What you
So-
really need to do with Liu Kang is do the leg trip and then uppercut, and then before the character hits the ground, you do the dragon kick.
oh yeah.
Bicycle kick. Da, 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 da.
Well,
Super cool.
Well, that's another way to do it too.
Okay. So yeah, Jax's arms look like garbage in this shot.
So in this shot,
They're supposed to.
when he's still laying down, to me it looked like they were doing something from some other world that was actually growing his arms back because they looked very skeletal.
Right.
And then I realized when they had him like sit up and stuff, I'm like, oh, they're like flimsy mechanical.
Yeah, but that's correct.
And yeah, we got Kano. He's the first to get his superpowers. Pretty cool. It's it's not close, but it's good enough. Like, I mean, you have to adapt things. You can't have them exact, right?
Yeah.
So I like that.
Yeah,
And probably, it might be in the actor's contract too. Like, hey, you're not covering my entire face, right? Like, I don't
Well,
think
the
so.
thing is that like Kano didn't have to develop a superpower. His eye was just originally replaced.
Yeah, that's what I thought about Jax too. Like, they just gave him like robot arms, and now he's a robot arm guy. But this
Well,
adds a little more to the lore.
That's
and
true.
I like it.
That's true, Julian. But the way Jax happens is that later on the arms come into themselves, and
Mhm.
that's sort of the way it's supposed to be anyway.
Preach, brother, preach. Tell everyone. It's awesome.
I'm sorry, I'm trying not to, but
No, you have to. That's why you're here. You're the expert. So he's just being funny. I can't remember what this is about at all. Anyone?
they're talking about the training that they need to go through because they all suck as Earth champions.
Oh, okay.
Still trying to get what's his name, Cole Young's ability out.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and he's like all depressed about it. He's like, I wonder, I don't know if I'll ever do this. I should just quit.
Actually,
Well-
that scene might have been when they were letting Kano beat the crap out of him and tell him not to fight back.
Well, you think Sonia would lend a helping hand, if you know what I mean. I remember her from something. Someone want
I feel that should have been Sindel.
to... Is that it? Is that who I'm thinking of?
Yeah, because then Cabal is right there, and it's like, isn't she beautiful? The queen
Yes.
of the queen of Outworld, and then Cabal's like, yeah, her shriek is really turning me on, or whatever. Or is
it
really- Her shriek is really a turn on, like it was a joke, right?
Oh, was it? It works for me.
But it's supposed to be a joke, like he's just making fun of her being unattractive.
She hasn't been in much, so
I like the Outworld people. I think they're cool looking.
Look at Cabal right there.
I know, right?
Holy moly, that looks good. Who's that on the left, though? I don't know who that is.
I have no idea.
Is that supposed to be Sintaro? I don't know. I have no
Something.
idea.
Reiko.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not familiar with Reiko. I mean, what was he in Mortal Kombat like 6?
I don't know, but that's Reiko.
Look at that with the hook
That
sword. I actually
Cabal.
have a pair of those.
Those actually do exist in the real world, you know.
Yeah,
Uh,
they're the Manta style kung fu. Thank you.
But they're farming tools.
Well, hook swords are awesome for breaking other swords.
And they were
Supposedly.
originally made to cut crops.
I love the. I just love that about like Chinese and Japanese or Okinawan weapons. I'll say, because Japanese weapons is just a sword, but like they always had some other purpose. It's very cool. Martial arts. So yeah, they're making like a deal or whatever. There he is, looking totally badass, and oh my god, it's the
My
Incredible Hulk.
favorite scene of the movie. This
Really?
sequence right here.
It's the Incredible Hulk's younger brother.
Can you guys hold the fort on Goro? Maybe give a little explanation for him.
It's he's looking for his older brother Bruce,
I'll be right back.
but it's actually his younger brother Dick Banner. So right here, Goro is the prince of the Tarkatans, and that's a race that basically originates in Outworld. He's the prince. And as far as the Mortal Kombat story goes, Shang Tsung basically asks for his help in ensuring that the Earth Warriors can't succeed. However, I mean, just look at this guy. I mean, it looks great.
He's
I mean,
full CGI.
Yeah, but it looks great. I mean, in the other films, they had Goro. Well, they had Goro in the first film as well, but they did all puppetry with all like animatronics and puppets.
So they gave him a voice actor, but he's all CGI.
So I prefer the CGI Goro over the puppet one. But the puppet one was okay. It just was like when his movements are so clunky, you know. He's like, yeah, you know, like so clunky, right?
So I come back to nice.
And you know, they did a good job, but this is the point in the movie, people, where I started to scratch my head and started to lose faith.
Don't lose faith
in how good it actually should have been, but I mean,
yeah,
whatever.
it started hitting that midpoint where
the midpoint. It feels like the director's like, okay, hurry everything up. This is taking too long. We're gonna go over quota here.
Yeah, way over budget.
Yeah, but they could have made this movie longer, in my opinion.
I agree.
Well, they are making it longer. There's a part 2 on the way.
Oh my god!
There's no need to rush. There's no need to rush through the fight scenes or anything.
Well, someone brought it up. I was waiting for this, by the way. So, McQuoid stated that he is open for returning to direct the sequel and revealed while filming on the first film that he banned sequel talks on the set and wanted to focus on making the first one first, obviously. Co-writer Russell told Collider that he sees the reboot as a trilogy. I hope you guys are stoked for that one. With the first film as a pre-tournament, the second film with the tournament, and the third film with a post-tournament. So, fun facts for everybody.
Well, that doesn't make sense to me because, okay, honestly, if you wanted to make a Mortal Kombat, the first Mortal Kombat film, you have a handful of characters. You've got Shang Tsung, Goro, you've got Sonya, Cabal. No, you got Kano, Sonya, Scorpion, Sub-Zero, Liu Kang, Johnny Cage. That alone, Reptile's in the first one. You know, that alone, that's what 7-8. That's 7-8 characters. That's all you need. Now they have characters, most of them from Mortal Kombat 2 introduced, and some from Mortal Kombat 3 already introduced and finished off.
Yeah.
So it'd be really interesting to see how they pull off the second installment with you know what I mean?
Right.
It's just like too many characters for one film.
I agree. And I think the tournament should have been, I think it should have been more like the Quest with Van Damme. But that's just my opinion.
Well, yeah, for sure. I mean, they didn't even have a tournament.
Yeah.
Well, that's in the next movie.
Right.
Well,
maybe start off with the tournament.
But that doesn't make sense because Earthrealm is now saved from. I don't know.
No, they still have to do the tournament and fight whatever warriors Outworld brings up, which is where Shiva comes in.
Where's Smoke? I love that character. Moving along.
Speaking of Smoke.
So what's her name again?
Exactly. That's
Dead
Melina.
girl.
Dead Girl. I like her a lot. She fights. They all fight. There's lots of fighting.
But she doesn't kill the unmarked one.
Yeah, I love this scene a lot. It was just fun. Those two are going at it. Got our demon lady there. Really like her.
Nitara.
Nice Natara.
You know what really bugged me?
What's that?
Just anything sharp close to like the mouth.
Oh,
Anything-
when she licked it. Oh,
I just
I loved it.
I don't like anything sharp going in or near or around mouths.
I don't know. I thought it was great. We're all different.
Yeah.
I like putting something around mouths.
I got
Kung
something.
Lao is wicked. Look
Yes,
at
he
that.
is. Yes, he is. He's killing it.
Flawless victory.
He's still fighting Goro.
They didn't even say that, did they?
They did.
No. Did they?
Did they? I watched it twice and I didn't even remember them saying that. Look
When-
how good Goro looks. Oh my.
When he stood up and grabbed his hat, he said it.
Okay. I'm going to watch it again, but I mean,
See, this fight scene, I enjoyed.
I didn't.
Well, he
This
gets
is
his
when-
powers.
This is when I started to lose it in the movie. I'm like, why did they do it like that?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know the lore like you, so it was.
You know what the problem
good
is with these
sequence.
directors is they're trying to make things too realistic, but it's not. It's fiction. Have him have the fighter go down, or they have him get into a situation where he accidentally trips and falls through a portal back to Outworld and ends up in Goro's lair.
Well, my problem with it is the Goro's dead. What?
Yeah,
What do you-
I mean,
like, no, that's
what? Without the
that-
tournament? No.
no, exactly.
And how he dies was ridiculous. I mean, I started
Yeah.
laughing. Oh yeah, I don't know.
he has his skin shirt power, whatever that is. I didn't like it.
Well, no, the guy's wife intervenes and hits him in the torso with an axe.
Mm.
I was like, what?
But we see Jax, and he gets, now his
He's got his
robot
arm
arms.
upgrade.
Yeah, they're killing it. I really like Jax. He's cool. They go to, I don't know what this is, heaven.
No,
What is it?
Mist World. It's a gateway between the different worlds.
Ah, thank you.
It's not called Mist World, but
Well, yeah, it's not like you're not killing it either. You always come in
Well, I mean,
prepared.
it's like sort of limbo in between both worlds.
yeah, I just called it Mist World because it's misty.
I like that. Yeah, they're back in her trailer.
See, right here, I was expecting something after this fight.
I know what I was expecting, but that's for the podcast.
I mean, the scrap they had was
That's
Epic.
yeah,
was
it
pretty good. It was pretty good, but it was too soon.
Did she kill him?
Yep.
Oh,
which is
no.
absolutely ridiculous.
You know what she kills him with?
The garden gnome, right? Foreshadowing. Boom.
Yeah,
Fuck.
foreshadowing.
So stupid. I don't know why they did that.
Yeah, I watched this when I was in the hospital, so
Entertainment. They did it for entertainment.
I was so blasted on.
They can't kill Kano off right now. That's I don't know.
No,
But-
he's too central to it. But
Okay,
Yeah, man.
no. Right from the start, I knew she was going to have to kill him to get the mark.
it sucks though. I wanted
Yeah, but
more of
she's
that
not-
character.
She's never supposed to have the mark. She's not even allowed in the tournament. She infiltrated the tournament to find Kano and kill him.
Billy Elliot lingerie. So we get the bicycle kick. Awesome. And what the heck was this?
Some sort of like tar mix that he got kicked into.
Oh right, right. Oh
Yeah,
right,
that's-
yeah. Oh, the dragon.
That's Liu Kang's fatality. And it's the
Very
original
cool.
one. It's the
Very
original one.
cool. I'll
Or
give
what-
him credit on that.
Was it the original one or MK2 or was the first one he just lights the guy on the fire, but I'm not sure. Oh, in the first one he turns into a real green dragon and bites the guy in half. In the second
Yeah, it
one,
was something like that. Yeah, for sure. Excuse me. I don't know. I just like that character a lot. I wanted more of her. Sonya, not so much. Ain't
But
looking too
right,
sharp.
right here, I was sure Sonya was going to take her size.
Right. Yeah. Get her weapons, right? There's the wife, I think.
Mm-hmm.
That's what's going on. So it's like Sub-Zero. This guy just like goes after women and children. Like you're making me hate my favorite character, you jerks. I never knew he was a bad guy. Like that sucks. He's definitely good.
well, he
to
wasn't
play.
always a bad guy. You know, there's 3
But-
Sub-Zeros, right?
He's fighting against the
What?
Earth realm, so to us, he's a bad guy.
Hang on a second. How many 3 Sub-Zeros? What are you talking about? You gotta explain this to our listeners, our viewers. What do you mean?
Well, what happens is in the first game, and originally in the original tournament, Sub-Zero gets killed by Scorpion,
okay.
and in the second part of the story, Sub-Zero's predecessor becomes the new Sub-Zero and enters the tournament, and Scorpion's like, oh, what? I can't become human again because now there's someone else posing as my mortal enemy. I have to go and kill him too.
I'm like, what? No way.
So yeah, there's a second Sub-Zero that shows up without a mask, and he's got a scar down his eye. You might remember that from the game.
Yeah, dude. What? No way. I gotta
That's his
pay more attention.
That's his predecessor. So
Killing it. So yeah, he fights. What's that guy's name?
MMA wannabe.
Cole Young.
Cole Young, golden shirt. He has the power of the golden shirt.
Cole Young. That sounds silly. Cole Young wins.
Cole Young. You lose.
Every time.
How does Scorpion tie into this? This is where I'm getting like lost. Is he related to Scorpion, or is it?
He's supposed to
Scorpion's-
be.
Scorpion's like his great grandfather.
Okay. Can't we just have Scorpion, please? Please.
Can't we just have Scorpion mad at Sub-Zero and comes back as a Spectre? Like
Please. He does look super Shredder here.
well,
as
he is a Spectre. I mean,
Shredder.
Times 2.
Where is like Mortal Kombat versus Ninja Turtles? Come on, guys, get to it.
No, they did Battletoads versus Ninja Turtles.
I don't want that. I want Ninja Turtles fighting Sub-Zero. So yeah, we're getting flashbacks of this wicked fight scene, or not flashback. Is it? I don't know what's going on. I'm lost.
yeah,
Flashbacks.
it is because when he throws the spear,
Mhm.
Sub-Zero remembers the trick that he did to cut his face.
Yeah.
Oh,
So it sort of is
Right
like,
on. It is cool. Like, I mean,
But now it's attached to Razor Chain.
Yep.
I want more Sub-Zero and more Scorpion. Less Cole Young. See, that's classic right there.
It is.
Classic fatality. Oh man!
But when he pulls his mask off, it should be the whole head should be a skeleton head.
Yeah.
Exactly. As I was saying earlier, like just go for it. Why not? It's so ridiculous anyhow. Who cares? Yeah. So that happened. We did it.
So
And-
if anybody that watched the film or thinks about watching the film and didn't see the stream or is watching the stream and wants to watch it or whatever, go ahead and do it. But if you don't know what actually Mortal Kombat's about, or if you've never played the game, or if you've never read the comics, or don't know any of the lore, anything like
Is there
that,
a cartoon? There has to be a cartoon.
there's multiple cartoons as well. But like
Rad.
if you don't know any of that stuff and you go into this movie like green, you're gonna like
You're not going to be too lost.
You're probably gonna not like it. You're gonna feel like, okay, well, now there's this dark, weird movie. It doesn't really make sense. It's sort of just kind of all these characters fighting each other for some reason. That's sort of how it will come across. Like, it won't make sense to you unless you're familiar with Mortal Kombat.
Well, it's simple. The Outworld's trying to assassinate Earth's heroes before the tournament, so they don't even have to fight them in the tournament.
Yeah, but still, like, there's so much more to it that it just still makes it like just a mindless action film. And the way they had the too many characters, it almost feels like they're being introduced too quickly.
I agree with that.
Rapid fire characters coming into your face. Like I laughed when Kung Lao appeared. He just appeared and did the spin move and like landed all epic. I just laughed.
I love that scene. I want that as a GIF or something for something. I did like that. Doesn't he do that in the game?
Oh, I think they
no.
did try to rush a little too much, but
they just tried to pack too much. And the fact here, okay, this still here. They're hinting for the next installment that they're going to bring in Johnny Cage, and they're going to have that new character that they invented become Johnny Cage, which is completely sickening to me.
Well, what bothers me is just why didn't they just have the damn tournament, have the original characters, and then start from there? This feels like a prequel. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and they messed it up if that's the case because they
Goro's dead, Kano's dead. Yeah, like what?
So much of the story is already ruined.
Oh,
Natara's dead, Melina's dead, Reiko's dead.
Well, anything else? No. So
Sub-Zero's dead.
Let's get down. Let's get
Sub-Zero's supposed to die though, but only in the tournament.
Let's get down to the nitty-gritty. I'll start with Tronics and then Betos because you're obviously going to have a lot to say. And then
not really.
If one of you wants to volunteer to ask me the same questions, that'd be great. So, okay, Mr. Tronicization, would you recommend this film?
Actually, would I enjoyed it. Even if you don't know the lore, which I don't know most of the lore. I played the games, but I didn't get any comics or anything.
Mm-hmm.
It's decent action movie if you don't know anything about it, never played the games and everything. I'll agree with Lord Betos. You might be a little lost because I didn't do a lot of filling you in on what's going on. But if you pay attention, you can still get what's going on, and it's then just action movie with special effects like fireballs and
shoot a fireball at that camera, please. I want to smash it with a bat.
Oh, come on. There we go.
Awesome.
But yeah, like if you pay attention, you'll get the gist of why this is happening, and it's a action movie with special effects. So yeah, I'd recommend it to anyone.
And would you watch it again?
I probably will.
Cool.
To catch some of what I missed, because from some of the things Lord Betos brought up, I think I missed a few things. So
time to get in there and really examine what's going on, right? And is there anything you would change?
They should have did the tournament, because from what I recall, the tournament can happen anywhere. It's not, you go to this place and this is where you fight. It's just the other fighter shows up and you fight, right?
Right.
So they should have had the announcer voice when they showed up to attack the people they're fighting and say,
Right. Okay. I'll agree with that. And how many stairs? Actually, let's just say bags of popcorn. Are you going to give this out of 10? How many bags of popcorn?
For a straight up movie, before I learned out that the lore got messed up and everything, I was actually going to give it a 7, so I'll stick there.
7 bags of popcorn. And that is also some foreshadowing. You guys will find out why later on. All right. Mr. Betos, we just caught you sipping on gin and juice. How's it going?
It's busted.
Oh, it's just iced tea.
Great.
So,
Nothing happened. Don't worry about it.
would you recommend this film?
Sure, of course. Why not?
Any reason why?
Well, I mean, I recommend it to a certain group of people that don't want to really think; they just want to watch.
Okay. Yeah.
If that-
Sometimes you
if-
just want to turn your brain off and watch.
If
some
you're one of
action.
those mindless zombies that are hangover tomorrow because you're going to be hungover from watching this, you're going to want to watch it.
Yeah, that's true, guys. Like, keep in mind when you watch
Oh.
our show, you might be hungover tomorrow, and it's time to put a movie on.
But if
There
you're
you
gonna watch
go.
this tomorrow with a hangover, get some KFC and poutine.
Yes, absolutely.
Or some Taco Bell. Get those chalupas going. Get that Crunchwrap Supreme.
Well, you get both. That's the beautiful thing about KFC. They also Taco Bell here. And are you going to watch this again?
Yeah,
Awesome.
yeah, of course. Over and over, probably.
So, what would you change about the film?
Halfway through the film, when Goro shows up, I would just cut that all out.
Mhm.
Cut that whole scene out with Goro. Cut that
Okay.
whole scene out with Sonia. Basically, the whole from the midpoint onward. Just open up your video editor and cut from when Goro shows up all the way down to when Shang Tsung talks to Raiden, and just delete that.
Wow.
So you're just delete like 35 minutes of the film.
So
and
just
then
get rid of half the movie, basically.
get rid of half of it and call it a day at 45 minutes.
Release the reptile cut. Hashtag.
And really start the tournament properly. Make it so that all the characters just sort of bang into each other and sort of scrap and then escape each other's grasps. And that's
Ooh.
gonna build up animosity for the tournament, the real everyone wants to know
Right.
how
yeah.
the only person that should have been killed in this movie is Sub-Zero because it comes back anyway.
Yeah, it felt rushed. So I
Very
agree with
rushed,
that.
yeah. So
And out of 10 bags of popcorn, how many are you going to give this?
So the movie started out strong all the way till about the midpoint. I started feeling when Goro was like trying to fight a guy in a farm, or what is that, an acreage? I was like,
Going
no,
after his wife and kids
Yeah,
again?
like,
Oh, God.
no. Like, you fight Goro in Goro's lair.
Yes.
Okay, so I don't know. Because the last half of the film I had lots of complaints about, but the first half was so amazing. I was just like, I was texting Julian like every 10 minutes. I'm like, it's so good. And then I hit the halfway point and I'm like, oh.
I
So
know.
5 out of 10. Sorry.
5. Oof. Okay, who's going to volunteer to ask me the same questions?
I will.
Okay, go ahead.
I'll,
Shoot.
unless Nate wants to ask every second question.
Well,
Well, go ahead and I'll come up with something.
all right.
Would you recommend this?
Yes, I would. I'd recommend for our viewers, if you're hungover tomorrow, just put it on, get mindless,
Why?
and don't worry about it. Like, it's it's one of those things. Like, get some KFC, put the movie on. It's actually a lot of fun. I know that we've been kind of tearing it apart, but we grew up with the other Mortal Kombat movie, which is a little bit closer to the plot of the game and whatnot. But I feel that this rectifies a few things too, and it's not bad. It's not terrible. It's not a masterpiece by any means, but it's beautiful. Give it that. So I would recommend it. Check it out, guys. Mortal Kombat.
Would you watch it again?
Maybe after part 2 comes out. It's not on the list anytime soon, but you never know. It might be. Here's the thing about this film, because of what it's a mindless action film. There's lots of hangovers, and sometimes you just don't even want to dig around. It's like, yeah, I'll put that on. Yeah, that's good enough, background noise for a bit. So yes, I would watch it again. I'll give you
And if you were in the director's chair, what would you have done that was not done in this movie?
that. I'd probably cut about 50 minutes out of it. Stuck with the lore. Like, now I'm just saying, like, if we're making a prequel here, no deaths, no one dies. No, like, we'll stick with Scorpion's backstory. Yeah, okay, his wife and kid died or whatever, but that's what creates Scorpion. But I would go deeper into the lore of the characters. I probably wouldn't even have them really meet up. Maybe just Jax and Sonya, and just have them all kind of separate from each other.
More background?
More background, yeah. Like, show more of, yeah.
This is why this is happening.
Exactly. Like, and then have them sort of come together at the end right before the tournament, rather than whatever they were trying to do here, because it became a giant mess for me where I'm just like, what is going on? I was lost. And like, obviously through the review here, I've been completely lost. I'm still lost, but I did enjoy it. I'll give it that. But I would cut a lot of that movie out and just have it nothing but exposition and backstory for the characters, and just, yeah. I mean, but I get the director. Like, they weren't banking that there'd be a part 2, which is actually disappointing to hear. It like, doing that, it's like, I don't think there'll be another one, guys. And then, like, this isn't Star Wars, because I know Lucas was doing that with the first one, right? And instead, they should have just had this set up to be a prequel to the tournament, and then move forward throughout the story, keep a little more canon. That's what I would change. Whew. I actually had more to say than I thought. We Are the Night. Hit subscribe, guys.
And if you were giving away bags of popcorn, how many bags would you give this?
6.5. Just because it was enjoyable. It was fun. I like the characters, and I really hope there's a sequel, believe it or not. But I know, and I'm just like, cut the whole movie apart and just, but I want to see where they go with this now. So I'm a little excited. Actually, I'm leaving it at 6.
Fans of the fandom and game will always see lore and plot holes. So it's not saying that the movie was shot bad or anything. It's just saying they messed up on lore or plot.
Exactly. Exactly. But you know what? I'm going back to 6.5 because let's say you know nothing about Mortal Kombat and you watch this, you would not care about any of that, and you'd be waiting for the sequels.
I played the games, but I didn't know any of the lore or anything. So
even if you never played the games, I'm talking like your grandma watched this for some reason, right?
My wife that knew nothing of the games.
Exactly. Like someone totally outside of all of that watched it. It's entertaining. It's like those Transformer films. They have nothing to do with any of that stuff. But you can watch them. They're good.
She was asking me lots of questions, but she was laughing at Kano and saying, some of it was a little gory, like when, what's his name? Chopped the person with the hat.
Yeah. Hey, looks like Kev's here. Hey, buddy.
Oi.
Right as we're wrapping up. So, yeah, I'm going to give it a 6.5 for your average viewer. For a super fan, just a 6. And guys, check it out. It's a good film. I liked it. You can watch it right here on YouTube. If you're in Canada, I believe it's $34.99. And
if you're hungover tomorrow and want to watch it, KFC, poutine, maybe some Taco Bell. They all come from the
Exactly.
same place.
If you are a Xbox Live subscriber, you can rent it for $24.
Oh, nice.
It might be the same here on YouTube. I can't remember, but it's not that much. It's cheaper than going to the theater. So rent the damn movie, check it out, eat some. We're promoting KFC tonight for some reason, but check it out.
Well, we
Get
all
some
have to rent it.
Popeyes.
We all rented it.
It's
Yeah.
good. It's good hangover food. KFC.
It really is. Yeah. It's
But and
Popeyes,
remember,
Mary
Mortal
Brown.
Kombat 11 Ultimate, $40, Xbox Series X or Xbox One.
Yeah, guys, go play through the games. Get more into the lore. This series it's really cool.
So
You inspired me, Betos, to get more into Mortal Kombat. So thank you very much.
Well, awesome.
And yeah, I'm just gonna say with that, let's just end this.
well, before we do, I want to ask you both each a question.
All right.
So Tronics first. Do you think just pick one? Fatality, flawless victory, babality, friendship, or animality?
Which one?
Which one? Tronics?
Which one are you gonna give the movie?
For the movie? I'd have to say because of what they did at the last 20 minutes, fatality.
Ooh, wow.
Ooh, that's brutal.
Nice.
Everyone died.
Yeah, that does suck.
So
my
and,
Kano.
and then Julian, is it a friendship, babality, animality, flawless victory, or fatality?
What is the one character, the ninja with the fans? You remember her?
They didn't even have her. That's supposed to be
No.
Katana.
Yeah, okay, Katana. I think it was a babality. She would bend over and let one rip and then blow it at the person's face. I think that's a babality. It's disgusting. That's what I give the movie. A fart in the face.
Actually, a babality is when you turn the other character into a baby.
Oh.
And they start crying.
I don't know what that one is though. It is gross. I was
Maybe that was the
I was playing
friendship
someone
one.
I was playing someone in the arcade, and all
Probably
of
a
a sudden
friendship.
the character farts and blows the fan, and then you die from it. I'm like, ew, my god, it's so gross. That's what this movie gets. But
Right on.
check it out, guys. It is fun. That's what Mortal Kombat is. It is just mindless fun. How about yourself? What are you going to give it? Out
It's
of
a
that,
it's a friendship.
nice.
It's a friendship.
Yeah, I remember someone had a rainbow. It's like, we're friends.
Because it comes across as a serious Mortal Kombat movie, but then halfway through you just start shaking your head it's just not.
It's not, but it feels like an old friend,
Yeah,
get
it does. Yeah.
Yeah.
Makes me want to go back and watch the 95 one again.
Oh, definitely. All the way.
Yeah. There you go. That's a hangover pick.
Woo woo. Nice.
It's like, my old friend Mortal Kombat movie.
Okay, guys. With that, I'm going to say thanks for watching, everybody. We appreciate it. We appreciate all of you. Hit subscribe. You have yourselves a great hangover Sunday. Get that fried chicken in you. Lots of gravy.
And happy Mother's Day.
Happy Mother's Day. And I do love you all.
Go
Take
and
care.
get your mom some flowers. Don't be lazy.
Or some KFC.
Get a KFC with flowers in it. Okay.